Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelly Sabrina and I am a spiritual coach. And today I want to talk to you guys about inner healing work. And I want to talk to you about what inner healing work is, how you can start doing your inner healing work. And I want to tell you about my story on how I began my inner healing work journey. I'll start off with my journey. So I began in 2020. I was watching a lot of YouTube. Of course, that was when the pandemic was going on, watching a lot of YouTube, and I was exposed to a lot of different coaches on YouTube, and they were all talking about personal development. They were talking about bettering your body, bettering yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, and how this can overall improve your life and just become the best version of yourself. They were talking about, healing past pains and traumas and learning how to process your emotions in a healthy way. So that's how I really got started with all this. So all through 2020, I was like, okay, well, I found those coaches towards the end of 2020. So I was watching them, consuming all their content. I felt like I was feeling a little better about myself and about my life. And then in 2021, still working on myself, still feeling like, oh, wow, I really am, I think I'm starting to feel a little better. I think, things are improving in my life. And I really feel like it was my ego tricking me into thinking that I'm doing better than what I'm doing, making me think that I'm really doing my inner work and that I'm really healing myself and that I'm really doing everything I can be doing and that my life is improving. And it really wasn't improving. My mindset was still awful, terrible, so many negative thoughts, so many negative emotions, not really processing any of that in a healthy way, just keeping all this anger and fear and anxiety bottled up inside of me. And also during this time, so in 2020, it's when I started medical school. And then after that semester, I took a break. And then 2021, I was kind of in limbo. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with my life. And then I found this inner work and just learning about that and seeing these coaches and these healers talk about all this. And it really resonated with me. And I was like, wow, I really enjoy this. I really love this content. And I just couldn't get enough of it. But I never really thought about me becoming a coach, even if it wasn't, being a healer and being a coach in that space, just coaching any kind of coaching. I was like, I don't know if I really would like to do that, because I've always thought about, if you're going to make money, you're going to make good money, you got to have a career, you got to have a corporate job. So that was always on my mind. So I never even knew about even entrepreneurship or coaching. But anyway, don't want to go off on a tangent. Got my notes, just want to stay on track here. So yeah, I was still in limbo that year, 2021. And then towards the end of that year, I decided, okay, you know what? I'm actually not going to return to medical school because this is not something that I want to continue with. It's just not something that's aligning with me and that is going to truly make me happy. And it's not something I'm truly passionate about. I love medicine. I love helping people, healing people through the medical aspect, but you can also heal people non-medically. So that was something I wanted to explore, but didn't really know how, still wasn't sure if it was for me. And during this time, I was still praying for my purpose. Like, God, please help me discover my purpose. Please tell me what my purpose is. And up until 2020 of praying that, I thought being a doctor was my purpose. So all of 2020, really praying, God, show me my purpose. All of 2021, really praying, okay, God, tell me my purpose. And then 2022 is when I purchased a course and I really started to do my inner work. And it was very challenging and one of the hardest things I ever had to do in my life. It was so hard and just so painful in that moment. It was just so painful. It was just it was a lot to do, a lot to process, a lot to release, a lot of emotions to process, a lot of fear and anger and resentment and forgiveness to go through. It was a journey. It was quite a journey, and I'm still on that journey. It never really ends. But when I did that program, that course, that was really life-changing and eye-opening. And by the end of the course, I can honestly say that I knew what my purpose was. And I knew that my purpose was, to be a spiritual coach, to help people and, better their quality of life and help them discover who they are and discover their purpose, and for them just to become the best version of themselves. So that was it was just so amazing, so eye-opening. When I had that moment, I was like, oh my gosh, thank you, God, for uncovering this. Thank you for speaking to me and allow me to see that this truly is my journey, my purpose. I'm on the right path. And I just felt so good. I was like, I've been praying for this for years. And it's like, I finally discovered my purpose, and who knew it would be from doing my inner work, through my inner work journey. So that was really, really incredible. I just want to make sure I'm not leaving out any details. Yeah, so in 2020, summer 2022 is when that was revealed. And that is really when I felt like, okay, this is like, I don't know, I felt like, I hit rock bottom, and I was like, I need to surrender to you guys. So like, although he was saying that this was for me, I kind of was rejecting it in a way, because I didn't want it to be for me. I didn't really want that. I just always had thought I'm going to be a doctor, and that's the kind of healer I am, that I need to be in the medical setting and have like that corporate job. And I didn't want to accept that this was for me to be a life coach, to be a spiritual life coach. And it was hard to accept. It was hard to surrender. I had hit rock bottom, like literally on the floor crying, like, God, I surrender to you. Just, give me the signs, give me the answers. And he's like, I already gave you the sign. I already gave you the answer. I told you what, was meant for you and what your purpose is. You just need to accept it. And so again, just still praying and still just trying to see my way through this. And then by the end of the year, like I would say probably in like October is when I really accepted that, okay, God, I'm ready to accept what you have for me, and I'm ready to live out your will for my life and the purpose that you have for me, and to just fully dive in deep and do this. So that is when, content kind of started to change on the channel, and I really started to talk about inner work. So you'll see that if you look at previous videos, I'll start talking about inner work. I'm talking about inner work, because that's all I'm doing is the inner work and trying to heal. It was just a really pivotal moment in my life. And I'm just so grateful that, I did go through what I went through, because I was able to discover this in my life. And another thing I do want to touch on is what has really helped me with my inner work. Actually, no. So that's the end of the story about my journey with the inner work. So that's my journey with how I began my inner healing work. And now I'm going to go into how you can start your inner work, but also something that can help you with your inner work as well. Something that has really helped me with my inner work is actually dating. So in August 2022, I decided that I was ready to start dating. So it really opens your eyes. What does dating do? Dating really opens your eyes to things that you need to work on. And it reveals hidden parts about yourself that you didn't know were there. A lot of triggers start to come out. And when triggers come up, that just is an area that you need to heal in your life. So a lot of triggers started to come up. A lot of different emotions. A lot of different wounds, abandonment wounds, just all kind of different things started to come up for me, and things I needed to work on, setting boundaries, upping my standards, upping my requirements of men and standards of men and boundaries, and just it shows you if you really do love yourself. Do you really love yourself? Loving yourself means respecting yourself, making sure others respect you, and setting boundaries for yourself that other people have to follow. And what I've found out through dating is that those boundaries aren't really said. Those boundaries are more so energetic. So it's like felt throughout your energy or felt through your spirit that, hey, she's not available for this. She's not available for this. Let me not say that to her. I said that to the previous woman because of her energy and her spirit, but I'm not going to say that to her because she really respects herself. So that would be an example of that. So inner work, healing, if you're still not sure, it's going to really help dignify your life. It's going to help you process emotions in a healthy way. It's going to help you heal your past traumas and your pain, and just really help you self-reflect, and it points out areas of your life that you need to improve, areas that you need to work on, and things you need to strengthen. So it's definitely an eye-opener. It's definitely something that it's a continual journey. So a lot of people think, is there an end to healing? Is there an end to this inner work? And my answer is no. And I used to be the same as you. I used to think, is there an end to this? Is there an end to this healing and this inner work journey? There's not an end to it. There's not an end to this the inner work. It's continual. It's nonstop. You're always going to be doing your inner work, especially as you go to the next level in your life, whether that is, for example, like an engagement or getting married, becoming a wife, becoming a husband, different levels financially, going from $50,000 a month to going from $100,000 a month to going from $1 million a month. I don't know. Crazy numbers, but just saying, it could happen. It's continual. Or, trying to get your dream body and, eating healthy. You're going to have to do inner work around that so you don't self-sabotage and, lose weight and then self-sabotage by eating unhealthy foods and putting all that weight back on. So it's continual. It's an ongoing journey. You can either decide to do your inner work intentionally, like I am, or you can do your inner work unintentionally. Unintentionally would be maybe you're getting into different relationships that you shouldn't be in, and, things going wrong, and you learning lessons through those things. And, life takes you on this journey, and you make mistakes and you learn from those mistakes, and that is a part of your inner work journey. Or you can do it intentionally and intentionally not get in those relationships and intentionally not go through a certain pathway that you shouldn't go down. Next, I want to talk about what you can do to start your inner work. So one thing you can do is you can start reading different self-help books, different personal development books. I know the first personal development book I read was called Atomic Habits, and that was talking about, putting systems into your life and how those systems can help you develop better habits over time, and just improving little by little progressively every day, and chunking those big goals down to smaller goals so you can achieve them easier. Another book is by Louise Hay. It's called You Can Heal Yourself. And that was a really helpful book. That was an amazing book, just telling you about, how you can truly heal yourself by changing your thoughts and changing your thoughts to positive thoughts. A lot of affirmations, a lot of mirror work, saying affirmations in the mirror. Journaling is another way to do your inner work, and that's how a lot of what I do, because I love to read. So, I love to read. I do love to read, but I love to write. So journaling has been big for me. Journal every day, especially when I'm going through anything, instead of just going through it in my head. Instead of just ranting, ranting to someone, I will just journal. So that's been major for me. Of course, shadow work is a big one also. So just exploring different parts of yourself that maybe you've repressed. So this all has really led me into where I'm at today and who I am today. And I'm still evolving. I'm still growing into that woman that, I want to be. I'm still changing every day. I'm not the same person I was last month. I'm definitely not the same person I was when I first started in June of 2021. And or 2022. So I'm just constantly changing, constantly evolving, and you'll find that about yourself. You're not going to be the same person that you were a week ago. Like, I don't totally feel like I'm the same person I was a week ago. That's been the journey. It's been an amazing journey. It's really helping me to find, inner peace, inner joy, and it's really causing me to slow down in life. I really just have been go, 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 go. And that really started in 2020 when I started medical school. It really just did something to my nervous system. So this journey has been incredibly healing for me, incredibly helpful. And it's been amazing. And I'm really excited to just continue the inner work. And I'm excited about life. Like, for the first time in a long time, I'm really excited about life and just what God has for me, where He is taking me. And I just want more. I'm just like so excited. I can't wait, because it's like this journey is incredible. I never knew that this is where I would be in my life, but I love it and I'm so excited about it. So that is my story. That is my journey. That's what inner work is. That's really what inner work is about. You're going to hear me talk about it a lot more. So if you're interested in following me on this journey and want to continue your inner work journey, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.